Now, are you looking for the hottest, the newest, the most controversial podcast out right there?
Took my table away. But
we took your table. You got to hold your drink. Don't spill nothing. All right, we got new lights. Everybody looking bright and beautiful.
We ain't paying attention to that.
Fuck you. Because you definitely mentioned it.
Why they have a little side conversation over here. You see that little bell there?
My fault, Deuce.
Don't forget to hit that bell. It'll notify you when we drop all of that heat. Yeah, we're going to put it right there. Ding. What? Save it for the booth, baby. Let's go.
Let's get it.
How's everybody doing? We got.
What up?
All right, let's go around. We got Vee Chat in the building.
Hey.
We got a punk in the building.
What up?
We got Miss Z in the building. We got CK in the motherfucking building.
What's happening, y'all?
Hey, Miss Z got him. Miss Z got him. Hey, so
What that CK stand for?
Go ahead and lie. Go ahead and lie.
I'm sick of this. CK stands for Cat King. I play on the movie titled Lion King.
Okay.
All
right. Nice. We appreciate that. Any chitter chat that you guys want to get to? You want to exchange any pleasantries? Or?
How y'all feeling today?
CK is ready.
The Cat King sounds like a porn name.
Oh.
It does. I'm sorry. Now to play off of Lion King. It's a nice kitty Disney movie. But hey, whatever works for you.
Guess she's feeling spicy. Miss Z, how you feeling today?
Miss Z, how you feeling?
Vee Chat ready.
And CK ready too, clearly.
Cat King.
How you feeling over there?
How you feeling?
Help him out. Help him out. We haven't. All right. He'll get his own mic in a second. He will have his own mic in a second. So let's start off spicy. Ms. Z wanted to know who's notorious for bad mouthing their ex. Men, women, both, whoever.
We gonna let Miss Z go first. So what you
I
think?
heard a throat clear. I'd agree. You know, the previous conversation depends on who's bitter.
Who's bitter most of the time?
The woman.
Oh, okay, let's get into it. We ain't playing around with that.
Why?
Right. Why would you say that?
Why?
Look,
Why are we bitter?
I can't give everybody an antidote on the woman, right? Nobody's figured that out yet. Not even women. But what I can say is that we like to act like we ain't even got an ex. I like to pretend I never even been with nobody before. But women, men don't want to admit he got worked, he got played, finessed, heart broke. We're not talking about that. We're trying to act like it never happened. I mean, it kind of drops off our shoulders. But sisters, they make movies about it. Waiting to exhale. You get that. That's the product of the women's bitterness.
And waiting to exhale, the man was wrong in every scenario.
Agreed. But it's not about who's right and who's wrong. It's about who's bitter.
But they didn't badmouth the man. They dealt with their situation. They weren't badmouthing them.
Okay.
Women are bitter for a reason. Their hearts are hurting for a reason.
Yeah, we not debating that. Usually the men, y'all say the men the ones who fuck up most of the time. We the ones who mess up, whatever. Which y'all usually lead a relationship hurt more than us. We be hurt that y'all left, but y'all be hurt because of everything that we put y'all through that got y'all to the point that y'all wanted to leave.
That's the narrative.
But y'all don't talk bad
That's the
about
truth.
us?
I don't think so, but
Guys
I
talk
can't
more
speak
than
for
women
every
do.
guy. We
Guys-
talk more, but we're not talking negatively more. We talking about different things.
It don't have to be negative. Like, just because you break up with somebody to badmouth them, it could just be like, well, I guess it is negative.
It is negative.
It's negative,
Bad.
but I
It's
feel
a
like
negative.
guys definitely talk more than women. In their group chats or whatever y'all got.
We what? We don't even have group chats.
I know a lot of guys that have group chat. I'm just saying like text messages. So it's not a bunch of y'all
I
guys.
have one group chat with guys, and that's me, Deuce, and our other boy, Don Ski. That's it. That's the only group chat I got with guys.
And you've never talked negatively about a woman.
I ainn say that.
Or
We
an
asked who
ex.
do it more.
Or an ex.
He asking who's notorious for.
Yeah, I think I ain't saying I ain't. If somebody asks me a question, I'm gonna tell the truth. If it come off negative, then it come off negative.
Let's talk though.
Yeah, I didn't say we don't talk. I just don't think we talk negative about y'all more than y'all talk negative about us. We'll see y'all friends somewhere and they be pissed off getting ready to cut us in the store because y'all done told them some negative shit about us. Y'all don't see y'all friends and they be like, you worthless piece of shit. You did. That don't happen to y'all.
No, but we know that they know though.
Exactly. That's
But
the thing.
y'all, they know that we not together no more. But we ain't talking about this did me dirty and she woo. Y'all done went and told all that to y'all friends. So when they see us, it's
Stupid.
stupid ass nigga. Yeah, he ain't shit. You ain't. That don't come from nowhere.
You hurt my friend.
And another thing, in the guys' circle, you got a time limit on how much you gonna talk about this girl that hurt you. It's a time limit. We ain't about to hear this for weeks on end. You're steady dogging her, and all. We ain't gonna listen to that. You still want a dog? Go back to it. It sounds like you still want her. So you got about 3, 4. You got about a week. You got about 10 days, a week to 10 days
Yeah,
at
we
the
trying to
most.
figure
7
out
to
what
10
time we
business
going out.
7 to 10 business
7 to 10
days.
business
It's like,
talk
bro,
about her ass and then it's over.
Then we trying to figure out
If
what
that
time we
long.
going out.
Exactly.
Got to get you out
Why
the
you
house.
secretly texting your girl? I'm sorry, babe. take
If
me
you
back.
if that's what you doing, that's what you doing. But you ain't talking to us about it.
I guess.
Okay. All right.
They don't have nothing for that. Anything else to say?
I'm about
got
to
lots to
I'm
say.
about to be upset.
Don't say what you gotta say.
I just think that 7 to 10 day thing is a lot more lenient and flexible
It
than
is.
what
It's
I'm
all trying
used
be
to.
lenient.
Okay, yeah, because it'd be like you got 2 days, and then even then, it better be like you mention it, hit the topic, move around, do what we doing.
So why aren't your friends or your guy friends able to express themselves? If it's bothering them, why can't they talk about it more than one day?
They do.
But you just said it could be at the top of discussion and then like you have to move around. Why can't they just talk about that?
It's healthy to not dwell in sorrowful thoughts. That's how like a depression becomes chronic.
But having a day to talk about it, if it's like a conversation, whether it's 5 minutes or an hour, how is that chronic? How is that like dwelling on it?
I've been fired before, and I did not talk about it for a day.
That's you.
24
That's
hours.
you. But somebody else may need to talk. So one of your other friends may need to talk about it in that moment, in that day, for an hour, maybe 2, maybe 3 days. So you can't say it's dwelling on them. It's dwelling because that's how they feel. That's how you feel.
It's dwelling. If they feel like dwelling, they may dwell. All I'm saying is that in my social circles, the norm is not a 10-day sorrow cycle. It's not it.
We trying to get you up out of it.
That's it.
Talk about it, get it out. All right, that's how you feel, what you want to do. You know, we support whatever your decision is. But
The problem
all right,
is,
can we go have some fun? What we finna do? You want to, whatever it is you like to do to have fun, we trying to figure out how we finna
This
do
is
it.
literally it.
most times it's them that's causing the pain. That's why.
Oh, that's
they don't
true.
have nothing to
This
say.
is not
So-
true.
That's
Now
true.
we talking. Now
That's
we
true.
talking.
Right, y'all did the dirt, so there's no need to dwell on
Nah,
it because
we don't-
because you don't want
It
to
ain't
make
nothing to dwell
yourself
on.
look like an asshole.
We don't throw rocks and hide our hands. Women
Oh,
do.
no. Men absolutely throw rocks and hide their hands in glass houses. House and pieces around you.
You can't
oh
hide. You
no,
can't
well
hide
she.
behind glass. That shit see through.
Right, but you would throw the rock and hide your hand. You can hide your hand behind your back.
No, we don't.
That's fine. You okay?
Why do women get
not
away
about
with
to press
cheating
me
and men
today.
don't?
It's too early to press me. Okay.
No, it's gonna be too
Why
late
do
soon
what?
when it's
Half
over.
the
Wait,
time.
why do who what?
Never mind. You
Why
know,
do
because
men?
it's a
Because y'all
branch.
stupid. Because y'all stupid. That's why. And
Y'all put
change
more
that
care
perspective.
into it.
We're just more thoughtful. We just keep our shit together.
Okay.
You guys just don't give a fuck. Y'all just do what y'all want to do. And don't care. Yeah. So-
Ain't that like throwing rocks behind your hands?
No, it's
that's
not.
me cheating and you not paying attention to me. So it's like whatever.
So you doing shit and not getting caught?
yeah.
That's
So when
us
we do
cheating,
some shit back
and
and we get caught, it looks like who ruined the relationship.
you did.
Thank
Because-
Because you didn't care enough. You didn't care enough to keep it together. That's why you didn't care. You didn't care enough. To
In the first place.
So now that matters.
What are you hitting up in the sky?
I think I just understood the bell joke. I think I just got it.
Okay.
I see that we got some professionals up in here.
Women just, y'all art of war is just different. You know, y'all art of war is just so savage. You know, it's easy to say a man did it. You know, I don't want to. You hold out on some coochie, right? You want to play games with the coochie. I'm sorry. Because that's what's coming to mind, right? You hold off on the coochie. You want to play games for 3 or 4 days. You want to play these games. Oh, you sleeping on the couch?
What?
Where?
Right.
No, right? And so you create all of this toxic air. All this toxic air. Of course, when he buck, it's gonna be buck, and it's gonna look like who cheated? Who didn't come home last night? How many nights he didn't come home? What was that bitch name? And they go talk about it for 4 days. Heartbroken the motherfucker.
But here's the thing.
And they go write a sequel to fucking Wait and Exhale.
No, not a sequel. But here's my thing. We had this conversation last week. Why is a woman not able to be like, I'm not in the mood. I don't want to have sex or I don't want to do it without you feeling like, oh, it's an art of war or it's been held against you or something like that. She just may not be mentally or emotionally there. So respect that shit. If you got a hand over fist, then do that shit. But it don't mean like, oh, let me go out and fucking cheat.
It's respected. I'm talking about the women that I have literally and specifically talked to who have openly admitted to this being an art of war.
Okay, baby.
Maybe that's her only defense. Okay,
You just thinking of instances where I'm not in the mood. I'm just having a day.
That's understood.
He's talking about you pissed off. So you gon' I ain't fucking this nigga tonight. You ain't getting none.
Because that's the one thing that you enjoy.
If I'm pissed off, I'm not in the mood.
But that's different than, oh, I just had a bad day. I'm just life, whatever. That mean it's not directed at me. When you hold out because you mad at me or whatever, then that's directed at me. It's a different type of holdout.
Yeah, because you pissed me off.
Exactly.
You pissed me off, so why am I fucking
that's
you?
the
If you
woman's
just
only
weaponized
defense.
it by doing
I
that,
feel like
then that is
something that I've used in the
I
past.
feel like it's a defense. I feel like in that situation, if you piss me off and it's like all of a sudden it's like, hey babe, let's do it. It's
Duh.
Like,
How is that?
It
In
might
that
make us both
situation,
feel
duh.
better.
no, it's not. I'm gonna feel like a human masturbation tool because at this point I'm mad at you and you're just getting what you want.
I might be mad at you too.
Well, then
So
fucking
we
be
gotta
mad.
stop the stuff
We can
that
lay
feel
here
good
and
to us because we mad.
for if it's for one night, absolutely. And so we talk about this shit and figure out something, a common ground, then yes.
Let me tell you what you're doing.
So what if it's 3-4 nights?
What are you doing?
And I'm offensive. That's what you
I want to hear.
Yeah, I want to hear from CK.
She is creating a conversation right now that makes it look as if men are not willing to understand or withhold from sex when a woman is not in the mood because she's legitimately upset. This is not what I'm talking about. I am talking about spitefully withdrawing from your man. Let's say it's resolved and you like the situation is, well, I'm not going this until he that's. That is bullshit, which is very different from having an authentic mood, an authentic feeling, or being in an authentic emotional space. Every man got to understand
This
that.
nigga ain't buy my purse. I ain't giving him no pussy.
That shit. He bought a truck but didn't buy me this. See if he gets some ass this week. Boop.
You went out with your friends, huh?
That's it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Why y'all look at me like that?
I was with both y'all.
Ms. Z said, I don't identify
She
with
was like,
that.
right, I'm not that person, like, cause it's just like, you go out with your friends, shit, have a grand time.
But don't touch me when you come in.
No, it's not that, cause baby, trust me, go outside. That way I have time to myself. I can sit in my bonnet, watch Friends, and not be bothered with you.
And when
That's my time.
when he come in, you busting it open.
If I'm good to sleep, don't touch me.
Exactly.
But as if I'm asleep, if I'm up, hey, it's game. But if I'm asleep,
They don't even make sure that our vibrations match.
they don't care.
Oh, can you speak on that, Miss C?
I mean, you have to feel the room. You have to feel your girl. You have to feel it out.
I'm
not
always feeling my woman, so I don't know.
Not touching on her.
Yeah, go ahead.
Not touching.
I wasn't talking about touching.
Can Ms. Z finish without getting
I'm sorry,
cut off?
Ms. Z.
It's okay. I think that you just have to feel it all out. You don't come in and not stroke me, rub my back. You know what I'm saying? You know we didn't have this issue. I think that we have to meet each other. You know, at a certain, you know your girl, I know my guy, and we got to meet each other. We got to make some type of balance. Not coming in just wanting to get it off, and then that's it.
You want me to warm you up?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm okay with that. That's part of the process.
It has to be a build.
But once I start warming you up, is you gonna stop me because you was mad about something earlier? Am I gonna get the?
Well, as long as it's resolved. I think as long as it's resolved, then we can
See, Punk
move
don't feel
forward.
that way.
I don't want to
Punk like, well, fuck
We
what
can
you
resolve it.
Like, I
fuck
want
what
to
the
get
issue
back.
is. Let's fuck. And then
We can resolve it afterwards.
And then afterwards, I'm gonna be like, hey, babe,
If
you still
you-
mad
if
at
you
me?
mad,
Yes, now we can talk about it because the stress is relieved.
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Both of us. All right, let's talk about it.
He gonna try to
Right,
compartmentalize the
fuck it.
problem.
No,
Nah.
We still should have sex.
Right, it don't matter.
Shouldn't affect sex. Come
Yeah,
on.
no, I still
It ain't
get
gonna
mad.
affect me cooking for you. It ain't gonna affect me making sure you eat or nothing like that.
But
Like
you gotta eat too. Those are things that
I gotta eat. I don't
Exactly.
have to cook for you. I don't have to fix your plate. I don't have to do a lot of that stuff. But me having an attitude ain't gonna make me stop doing that. I'm probably gonna bring the plate anyway because I'm halfway being an ass about it. Like, you got an attitude, here go your plate. I still love you though.
That's because in the
Right.
back of your mind, you know it was you anyway.
exactly.
Nah.
Or in the back of his
Nah.
head, in the back of his head, he's like, let me go ahead and
No.
let me cook this meal. I'm gonna take her a plate because I'm trying to fuck after she eat.
No, I'm gonna try that regardless. I'm
That's
just
what
trying
saying.
to.
So it's just like, let me butter up the mood. Let me
No,
warm
I'm
her
just
up.
not gonna stop doing what I'm supposed to do or what I want to do because
Now,
we
if
mad at each
I'm
other.
gonna cook.
You sound
I'm not
responsible.
gonna make your plate, but I'm gonna cook the food ready. I'm not making your plate. Make your own damn plate.
That's the bitter shit.
That's
Why
not bitter. That's not bitter because I cooked.
So if you usually make his plate,
Oh, I don't. Sorry. Oh, I don't.
I don't even know why you using that as a.
No, because you said it. Because you said what I'm saying. Okay, so sometimes I will make a plate like, hey, babe, your plate is ready. I'm not 100%. I don't do that every time, but sometimes I do. But if we just got into it, you still got to eat. I still got to eat. All right, I'm going to cook. All right, bro, the food ready.
And I'm the type of person where I'm probably gonna make your plate more if we mad at each other just because I ain't being petty. And I'm.
But you
halfway
are being petty.
How?
By bringing me that plate.
Exactly.
How is that petty?
Because we into
You gotta
it.
eat,
I don't want
right?
to see your face. Just cook it. Let me know the food ready because you
So
on
I'm
bullshit.
petty because I ain't mad. I ain't being.
You on bullshit.
already know
Right?
what you want.
You want exactly. Which means what the fuck?
And I'm probably gonna say, you mad at me?
Exactly. Which means
Still mad.
what you put in my
And
plate?
laugh
Because I'm not
about
gonna
it.
eat this shit because you probably didn't put some in it.
I'm gonna ask you.
Taste
Still
it
mad?
first. Taste it
Okay.
first.
Here go your food though.
My mom's starting to sweat.
So as one of our topics here, so we kind of segue in. Somebody said, should you deserve a side chick if your main chick is holding out?
Deserve.
It wasn't me.
I don't know. Okay, hold on. I don't know if deserve is the right word, so I'm gonna hand the mic off. I don't know if deserve is the right word.
This question came from Instagram.
It came from you. No,
Okay.
it came from you. It came from you. Instagram my ass.
Ain't no loyalty in this.
No,
It came
fuck
from the
that.
play on Lion King.
Right, exactly.
The artist known as the play on Lion King.
So basically, you feel like if your girl holding out, you should get a side chick. She ain't give you no ass for like 3-4 days. Hey, babe, let me get a side chick.
First of all, I asked a question. I didn't make a statement.
He didn't say he felt like that. He was just putting the question out there.
See what you just tried to do?
But basically, you asked I feel like you were insinuating that.
So-
That's how I feel like you were insinuating that. That's how I felt.
Okay.
When the way you posed it, I felt like you were insinuating that. It's okay.
It's really a topic I debate with myself. You know,
It's something that's.
I debate with
Man,
myself.
I already know.
I debate with myself. And you empathize, like you sympathize with that. It's the whole idea is like, if because you're upset with me, you withdraw from loving duties, loving activities, I'm supposed to starve and die?
Bro, it's 3 or 4 days. You'll be okay. It's not like you haven't had sex in like 2-3 months. It's a couple of days.
It feels the same.
Will you be okay for 3-4 days if you don't eat? Are you gonna die?
Yep, I got enough fat, baby. I'll survive.
But you still eat every day, right?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Well, you get a woman, it's gonna be 3 or 4 years, cause it's gonna be longer than that.
I mean, it's a rock and a hard place. I think that anybody is in that situation. And I'm interested in knowing what y'all think.
That's not the way to go.
After 3 or 4 days, I absolutely do not feel that it's okay to be like, hey, babe, I want to go and entertain a whole nother chick. I want to go have soul ties and just swap energy with this person and bring it back home to you because we haven't done it in 3 or 4 days.
So what's the time frame that it's okay?
2 months.
Oh, okay.
Because
you got a time frame.
Because at that point, it's not even a satchel. At that point, if we're not doing it, it's just kind of like...
As long as I feel.
What the fuck are we doing?
What if you just hadn't been in the mood for 2 months?
That's fine, baby. There's toys for us. We got toys.
We got toys too.
Exactly. So what's
And
the point?
hands.
So exactly. So why do you need a side chick? Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. So why do you need a side chick? If there's toys in hands, so why do you need a side chick? What is the need for
Who
a side
said
chick?
I wasn't talking about a side chick?
I'm just saying, ask the question, so I'm just posing this question back to you. If you have your hands and toys, then what's the need for a side
That's
chick?
because he's baiting you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you were
That's
baited
all.
just now. And I said, what is the point? That's what a side chick is. It's a toy. It doesn't have to go as deep as soul ties.
But that's what it
if he
is. That's
resorts
what
to this-
happens.
When you have sex with somebody, you're absolutely swapping energy with somebody.
That's an opinion.
No, you are.
You can't measure it.
You can't measure, but you're swapping energy. Like you're entering something.
That's a nice
And the
theory.
possibility of an
Yes.
STD.
I agree.
And you want to
So
bring
do
that
you
back
think you run
home
out of that energy?
after 3 days. Why don't you try and fix it?
And I just feel like it's you
I don't
to
know.
check your energy.
I'm just
Whatever
here.
Energy you have, what energy, whatever you are, you're passing that on, and then whoever else the energy that you've
Created.
out over the years,
Mm-hmm.
you're passing that one to that person as well.
I just say don't play with the people you need.
Absolutely. And there's a reason why
And you
she's
also have
holding
the
out.
understanding of the people that you need as well.
Agreed.
And understanding that he made
All
no
right. Well, we
sense.
have an agreement, so it should.
Okay, but if she's not in the mood,
Not-
then if one
We're not
if one
talking
partner,
about mood. We're
but he-
talking about something else.
It's not. What
You
whether
talking
I'm
about
mad-
holding out.
whether I'm emotionally not into it, I'm physically not into it, or I'm just fucking mad at you and
I'm
I just
talking
don't
about
want to do it.
when-
What if your
Sex-
husband said, I'm mad at you, I ain't paying the fucking mortgage this month?
Ooh,
Okay, trust me, I can move out.
that's called a side chick.
You see that? You
That's
see
another
that?
option.
You ready to move out off of 1 month?
It ain't
he
1
was mad.
month. Cause he had to get
I
rid of.
just said if he ain't paid the mortgage for 1 month.
Okay, well then
you-
next
you
month he gotta
moving
pay
out?
both. No, because next month he gotta pay both. That's on him. That's how he do his finances. They ain't got shit to do with me. Well, it do, but if he chooses not to pay it 1 month for whatever reason, then he gotta double up the next month.
So if it's 3-4 months, then what?
That's between him and the mortgage company.
Your name ain't on it.
Nope.
If it's been 3 or 4 months, 3 or 4 days, 3 or 4 weeks, it's something else going on in the relationship.
If it's
Need to
been
be
3 or
fair.
4 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's me personally. I don't know what the world will say.
World? World?
What y'all say, world? 'Cause, I don't know. 3 or 4 days is a long time, but I guess if you and your Fifi is that long.
Okay, so then what do you do?
Your Fifi.
When, so what
happens.
about when
If I'm
your
mad at
woman
my
doesn't
wife,
know?
if
That's
I'm
not
mad
in
at
a
my
mutual.
wife,
Cycle. What if she's
we
on
know
her cycle?
that's
That's different.
Talking about
But what
that.
I'm saying is, but you have to wait 4 to 7 days then.
you're not understanding the concept. We not talking about nature. We not talking about had a bad day at work. We talking about fuck that nigga. I ain't having sex with you because you pissed me
As
off
a weapon.
for a week.
Only in the event of it being used as a weapon am I talking about.
Well, if she's mad at you, then obviously there's something going
That's
there's
something
else
you
that
did.
needs to be addressed.
That's not using it as a weapon. That's just not wanting to have sex.
That
You just
is
said
using it as
That's
a weapon.
different.
Just
No,
said
it's
that.
not. When
Well,
you,
Punk just said
if
that.
she's
I'm
not,
responding to what Punk said.
if she is not in the mood for sex because she's upset, that is not withholding as a weapon,
Okay. True.
right?
Right.
I am talking about I am going to this until he that's. I am talking about objectifying her own sexual abilities and role in his life in order to gain leverage, either emotionally or materialist or material.
Then that's just a point of conversation. If it's something that I want, I need to address you and not withhold something and think that you're a mind reader and say, well, you went out, because I didn't have many instances where a Cadillac was bought and I was just mad and didn't voice that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm holding out. That's real talk. But I think that that's just a point of conversation that we need to have. Me personally.
You feel like if you'd have had the conversation, you'd have been ready to go again?
I mean, and if we meet at some type of middle ground and some type of understanding, yeah.
Why would that trigger that though? Buying something, why would that trigger like?
I mean, because it's I think that it's the type of relationship that you have with the person too. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's just the type of relationship.
I just know I ain't.
Okay.
I think maybe
So
just like not considering her feelings, not considering her.
Right.
So every
Exactly.
time an Amazon box pop up, I'm supposed to withhold sex.
But come on,
Or is it the magnitude
That's
of
like
the
$30,
purchase?
$40 versus like a $40,000, $50,000 purchase.
$30-$40 every day.
If you know that this issue that you keep doing is a problem in our relationship, then absolutely. I'm just like, damn, you're not considering my feelings, so I'm not going to consider yours if you are sex hungry every other day. So, yeah, no. You didn't consider mine when you was out signing the lease?
I did. We finna look good riding in this joint, baby. What you talking about? We finna look good. No, this our new car. What you mean? Yeah, I thought about you.
you think that's acceptable?
I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying I thought about you in the process.
You didn't think about it enough to call her. You could have called.
He imagined you in it.
No, you imagine
So
yourself.
what about when we buy y'all gifts and keep it a secret and don't say nothing and then we pop up with it? Do it matter?
That's perfectly fine.
What if it's a big purchase?
That's
costs $15,000. That's perfectly fine.
That means that you saved your money for it and you was, you were thinking about me in the process. I love that.
So it's not okay for me to do that for myself.
Because the car is not for us. The car is for you.
The bike. If I bought you something that a big purchase costs, it's not for me. It's for you.
But you thought because obviously I've mentioned something like this already. So like you're doing it for me. You buying a car off whim is not for me it's not for me. It's for you. You just like hey.
So as long as it's for you, then cool.
Facts.
But if I'm doing for me, it's not cool.
No, I'm not saying
Exactly.
it's cool.
That is
we're in a
exactly what
pickle.
you're
I'm not saying
saying.
it's not cool. I'm saying it's like a big purchase like that. If it's going to affect the household, just a conversation. Regardless
And it's not about me.
Regardless,
it's not okay.
Regardless of like what it is, if it's like a gift for like your birthday or something, it's like obviously I've mentioned this, so like we've already had a conversation about it.
Big purchase is big purchase. How much it costs is how much it costs. So either you gonna be mad because I made a big purchase or you not. You can't be mad because, you only thought about yourself. But, you thought about me. Thank you. That was so sweet.
I'm just saying, in the process.
So, hold on. Let me ask. Hold on.
I'm just saying, ask my opinion. Regardless if you're going to do it or not.
Let me ask Mazzy something after this. So, had such man came home with the car that you liked and a bow on it and said, baby, this is your car, would it be a problem still or would it be okay?
Well, I would go and look at the bank account to see where it came from.
And it came from his. It came from y'all's. It
came from ours. I would think that it was really nice if it was something that I was asking for. But at the same time, I would honestly still be like, why did you do that? Why didn't you talk to me? This is something that we can't afford right now. But I mean, I would think that it was sweet. I would think that it was sweet because it was for me. Your initial reaction would be happy? My initial reaction would be happy. Okay. Yeah.
Don't do nothing for yourself, fellas. Make sure.
So in the event that the money was plenty,
just make sure you talk to your wife or your girl.
If there was plenty,
if you're doing something for them, you ain't got to talk to them about it.
I'm saying if the finances are just endless, is this by moral or principle in some way or in any way wrong? I mean, if both y'all racking up $500K a month, whatever, and they bring home the Cadillac, all right, cool. Is it still like you bought that for yourself and it was a big purchase?
And you didn't consult me.
At that point, we bringing in money like that, I'm not going to... Honestly, I wouldn't care. Just like, you got another toy. Like, okay. At that point, if the finances is just there and it doesn't, like, stop anything, it's just kind of like, all right, whatever.
So it's about survival, not respect or consultation or thinking of you.
I think it's a little bit of everything.
I get that, honestly. It's not binary. I get that. But one is 80, it's 80, I think it's like 80-20 though.
Or a little bit of nothing.
Just a bug.
And it depends on what you're buying it for. If it's If it's a ride for chicks, you know what I'm saying?
You the chick. What you mean?
No.
You're
If
the
you the
chick.
chicks, then what?
Are you saying because women attracted to my car?
Yes.
I can't control that.
It just depends on the person. This is real talk. I didn't live this before. I'm sorry. You purchase a car, you putting all of this glam to it to impress. I mean, it depends on the person to impress somebody. You got the music playing. I mean, I'm just like, sometimes I don't care if we do have the money. I'm just like, what did you buy it for? Like, who is this for? Who are you trying to impress? Especially
Why it
if
can't
you.
be for me. Why I can't be impressed?
Just depends
myself?
on who you
That's
are.
like me saying. I guess it ain't because that's not a large purchase, but that's like me not. That's like me not caring about you getting your nails done, or and you go get them done every week, and who you doing that for? You keep spending this money every 2 weeks, but I don't care nothing about that. Who you doing it for?
It's on the same level.
Who you trying to look good for? Who you trying to impress? Y'all gonna say yourselves.
Or you. Or you.
But
Ain't no
you
man
just-
ever cared about no.
It's for me.
Is there no chip, girl? It better be no chip. Oh, I ain't
But you
having
just
it.
said I couldn't have bought that car for you. I couldn't have bought it to impress you. You thinking about me impressing somebody else.
Yeah, I think it depends on the person. I do.
The situation, their reputation, their habits, their track record. I
Yep.
get that. If
Can
you
we
stay
not
balling,
talk about the ain't shit ones? Because I feel like that throw
We
things
gotta
off
include
I
because
suppose we gotta
everybody.
tap both ends of that spectrum. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
get it, but what if you got the guy that don't be on no other whatever? You know that ain't the case, and he come home with his
leave that man alone.
Hellcat. You know,
Because
Cherokee.
what bitch you finna have in this Hellcat? Nah.
You know,
He
but why?
imagines you.
Exactly. I pulled
He
up to the
imagines
crib.
you. It's crazy.
Let's go hit Lakeshore Drive.
Gas is too expensive for that.
Why you worried? I ain't worried about it. What you mean? Who worried about the gas?
I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah.
I guess a guy could buy his car because I guess to a guy that's his self care versus like self care to a woman. It's a
women
little
do it
bit more
year-round.
expensive, but I guess it could be the same thing.
And like you said,
And it could be for
considering
him. It could be for himself and not for other girls.
reputation, all of that taken into consideration. I mean, I don't know. I would be looking upside your head, like, especially if I caught you somewhere, you know, sitting on 79th Street.
My God. Because 79th is a street like, you go to a gas station and people
crackheads.
twerking on the hood of their car.
Right.
Shit can go down there. You know what I mean? And that's damn near all along.
All the 79.
All for real. All along. Yeah. So I get that.
So Ms. Z's right.
87. You straight. No more call. We in Chatham. You hear me? We out of Inglewood.
Same shit. Motherfuckers working on cars.
Same
Working
old
on
boy.
cars. Exactly.
Y'all settled in.
They just
Yeah.
basically they just admitted that if they holding out on the coochie, man should be able to get a side chick.
No, we did not
really?
say that.
I mean, basically,
She said after 2
said.
months.
to run this one back.
that was
not
She
say
said
that.
after 2
after
months.
2 months. She said it was so cool.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I'm like, hey, because I'm not fucking you. You gotta, you know, if you tired of hand over fist. At that point, I'm not saying that
tired
it's
of
right. I'm
I'm
not
trying to handle.
You're speaking realistic.
Be
right. I'm
your
just thinking,
meat.
really, at that point, it's just like if I'm not doing it, then
Ms. Z did not say that.
Okay.
I did.
The
Cause
tape will tell.
if I'm not, if,
Tape will
She
tell.
did it. She did it. I just tried to slide that in there.
right.
So, dating after ending a long relationship. How long should you wait before you enter a new one?
No comment.
No, you gotta have a comment.
Right. It's a damn podcast.
I don't think there's really, I want to say a time limit on it.
It ain't
I
a
just feel
time
like
limit.
as long as you feel like you're healed and you're ready to be in a relationship,
A week later.
Then-
Yeah, all right.
nobody said, you just said it wasn't a time limit.
No,
So
you said it ain't a time limit.
I just feel like as long as you've healed from the relationship and everything is resolved, if it was like an amicable split, it's like, what am I waiting on? If we both just split because like it's just not working out, and it's just like there was outside of that there was like no indiscretions.
with somebody new.
You
That's
guys
that's
be
possible.
having bitches lined up in y'all phone ready to be
When you
like.
say you
pick
guys,
me.
you mean humans?
All men.
All people.
All men.
Like men as in
All
men and women.
As in men. Just men. Just you guys. Not us women, because we need time to heal. Because we
So y'all ain't got them lined up.
Y'all got
No.
hoes
Are you doing
on
this for
phone.
TV or we for real right now?
I'm dead ass.
We don't do nothing for TV
Bet.
on this pod.
That's what I thought. That's why I asked it out
No
loud.
gimmicks,
No.
uncut.
That's why I asked it out loud. You know?
Absolutely not.
Oh hell no, that's crazy.
So I got a story.
Story time.
My aunt, real deep.
Let's go.
My aunt's husband passed away. I had this knowledge at a really, really young age. I remember her talking to me, and she was just like, I got this friend. We had just buried him. I got this friend, and she was just trying to see if it was okay to move on. But I had known about her relationship. Wait, well, since we pouring.
Yeah, because we about to get into it.
Okay.
Shit tomorrow.
It's
I'm
Miss
gonna
E
wake up
only,
looking like James
I only need a
Evans, you hear
sip.
me?
You talking about some
I said I'm gonna wake up looking like James Evans. Good
James
time.
Brown.
Or
That one thing on
when
James Brown.
he's sweating and he look like barbecue ribs.
Yep.
He's shiny.
Long story short, the relationship was over long before he left. Okay. It was over long before he left.
All right.
So I think it's circumstantial. You know, like I can attest to being in a relationship with a person in the same house and totally separate. So once you actually step out of it, it looks like you're moving on right away, but you're really not. You and that person have been emotionally separated for a long time.
Yeah.
So I think that you
So next day. That's what y'all
Yeah,
saying.
that's the answer.
Oh,
Next
okay.
day, let's get to it. CK.
I think I agree with that. Like if you've been separated, once you're emotionally separated, you're separated. I don't care what's been going on. You know, it's a wrap. And it depends on how you process your emotions. You know, everybody is different. Some people, what I heard from someone who's been married a couple times, it didn't work out, married again, you know, is you need a month for every year that you were in that relationship. That was what I heard.
Shit.
That doesn't match up with the way I felt. I got about 2, 3, 4 days maybe. You know what I mean? After that, between the showers and going outside, I feel like it's off me.
it's
You know,
off me like
it's
dirt.
off me. It's gone. Yeah, I mean,
That shit, like.
you know, and it's
Yeah,
about how you process it though. I got a friend who specifically, she said, I take 1 day to cry, 1 day to think, and the next day to celebrate, and I'm good. Damn. That sound about right. When Life of Pablo dropped, I listened to that album a couple days. I was good in like 3 days. You know what I
But
mean?
how long was that relationship, though?
Like 4 months.
Yeah, that ain't nothing.
All right, I'm playing. It was like a year. It was like a year. But honestly, even the long relationships, you spend so much time trying that by the time it's really a wrap, you so disconnected mentally and emotionally. It's like, oh, whatever. Oh, the hell with it. It's when like old people sleep in different rooms and just don't care no more. Whatever. It's been done. You know.
Yeah, and you look like you've moved on like right away, but no, you haven't. You've moved on in your mind a long time ago. Dreams and visions of you running along the beach with somebody else. You know, I've been having them dreams.
Just pay attention to how women be doing, y'all. That's all. Just listen.
Tonight, baby.
Just listen,
They
fellas.
spilling
Y'all
the
talking about
tea
women,
tonight.
but
What you mean,
guys,
just
y'all
listen
have, y'all
first?
break up and y'all move right in with y'all family that y'all already built. So let's not go there.
We move in with what?
With the family y'all already done built. So let's not go
Y'all
there.
just go back to y'all baby daddy.
I don't got a baby daddy, so
What?
I don't have a baby father. So
That's crazy because I ain't got a family ever built. So we both fucked up on the.
no,
on
I'm
the
saying,
topic, huh?
but most
That's what
times
I'm
that
pointing
you
out
know.
here.
But most times
See
like
how
that.
that work? See how that
But
work?
most times like that, when guys are like, it's not just women moving on super fast. Like you guys, sometimes I'm not gonna say men, just the men or women could already have something set up. So it's like they're just moving right into what they feel like is gonna be better than the situation. So it is what it is. It's just like men or women, you know what I'm saying? Already have something set up. Like I could be plotting my leave. Like, I'm just staying here because, shit, you paying all the bills and shit. I can save my money. I'm finna go get ready to move in. I'm already talking to somebody. We already got shit set up, established. I'm just getting my money together. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're making it easier. I could be like that either way.
Listen up, fellas.
I'm just saying it could be either way.
Let me just clarify.
Just sitting back. I'm just watching them.
I'm just saying. Some people do that.
Not what she's saying. I agree, but I'm just saying. Let me just clarify. Let me just clarify when my profile updates. Okay. We're creatures of love, and that's all I'm looking for. That's it.
Okay.
All right.
Ain't no time to waste either.
That's real.
None whatsoever. So if anybody hurt about, what was said, I don't know what it is but Zipporah is a creature of love, and that's what I want. That's it. And I'm going to get it, especially if it's chasing after me. I want it.
I heard that.
Watch out for them niggas chasing y'all women.
Facts.
Well, if y'all was doing what y'all had to do, then we wouldn't give a fuck about nobody chasing us or giving us shit.
Because there's no world where it doesn't end just because we mutually agree that it shouldn't happen.
It can. It could be, but I'm saying, if that's the situation, that's fine.
Let's assume that's the situation.
Right, it just ended, right.
This is what I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
So while you was setting up your next situation and you was still living with your long-term relationship,
who you talking
what you
to?
been telling them all this time?
She's talking to the hypothetical.
Right, so it could be the situation, and that situation is a situation like Ms. Z said, that like we're still here physically, but emotionally we have not been together for a long time.
I ain't say we, because you said
I'm just saying, like,
whoever got the situation set up already, waiting in the wind.
It can be either way, but what I'm saying is,
let me finish. Whoever got their situation set up over here, what did they tell the person that they still living with? Do that person know you clocked out? Do that person know that you on your way out?
I feel like when
I ain't asking you what you feel like.
I'm just,
have you told them that? Has this been a conversation?
Like
maybe they told us that.
Before you get when you
Hold
get to a point,
put somebody out before.
No, I'm saying like when you get to a point.
I done put somebody out before and was like, look, you got a little time to get this together and get that together. So
yeah. And I feel like when you've emotionally clocked out from a relationship, there are conversations that have been had multiple times before you're just like, all right, I'm done. We're done. We're not seeing eye to eye. So,
but you ain't left all that time.
And do we both know that we've chosen
to go our separate ways?
A final decision?
Yes.
Or does he think it still might work out?
Exactly. Because you still at the crib.
Y'all
still at the crib. We still functioning like we've been functioning.
He thinks.
Are you talking to me?
He thinks. He thinks that. This is just.
Put yourself on blast.
General conversation.
Because I feel like you're talking to me. No, but I don't know. I feel like in a situation where like
no. They go about it like we still living life, we still in our relationship. Yes, it's rocky, and then they all in the background, secret bank accounts, getting leases. And
I'm gonna say this: women don't operate that way unless we have to. I'm gonna just say that women don't operate that way.
Feel like you have to when you done checked out and you ready to move on. Yes, you have to.
When you done checked me out, I ain't even asked to leave.
I checked you out. I mean, then the person know. That's like a mutual thing. I done asked you to leave. You said you leaving. I'm talking about the person where we ain't had no conversation. We probably been arguing and fussing and fighting, but who don't do that? That happen in relationships. And then 2 months later, you got another nigga you done moved out, and we just separated 3 days ago.
I've never done that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's different.
That's
what you're
different.
describing. When you say we still live together, we still functioning, he
she
paying
just
this, he paying
Yeah,
this.
There were conversations. There were conversations had. We don't see eye to eye. I'm not that person.
There needs to be an explicit conversation.
Yes.
Definitely.
Flat out black and white agreement.
Absolutely.
Is this done? Yes, it's done. Okay, it's done. Fine.
I agree.
Now, whatever happens
I need a couple months to get my shit together and I'm moving out. If that conversation happened, cool.
Arthur,
But
you
if
said
that
my name
conversation
one
ain't
more
happen,
But if he's still,
Stop talking to me.
but if he walk in and he still walk on eggshells, like wondering if it blew over a little bit. Hey, you know, if it's still that going on, and you like, yeah,
you still having sex with him?
No. Y'all got it wrong.
Well, then y'all got 2 months.
Damn.
In 2 months, I'm gonna be a bitch. In 2 months. Because Vee Chat said
Because
we
them
did it
3-4
in 2
days
months.
is up, baby. Them 3-4 days is
I can be a bitch
fast.
in
Hey, baby, I don't know if we going through something right now, but we ain't fucked in 2 months. Hope you got your shit together. If that's what you were doing, it's time to get the fuck.
It's that time.
That's great.
Obviously, we don't see. I know the real.
Right. Right.
So it ain't no time limit. That's what y'all saying.
I don't feel like it is, no.
Shit.
30 minutes later, you can need to love your life.
Facts. Facts.
You want me to move? Hey, how you doing?
Time waits for no one.
Love is a game for opportunists. All right, like love relationship is for the opportunists. Like you gotta seize it when it approaches you, when it comes to you, when it's in your
Fuck all
sight.
that.
You gotta jump on
Wait
it.
a minute. Let me listen.
You
Where's
get
this
out of a
going?
relationship and you stumble upon one of the loveliest souls you've ever met on this earth.
You
And
ain't
the
no
chances
good
of
for it.
encountering this one specific ray of light ever again is what? We can't even name the infinitely low possibility. Right?
But
You gotta get on
hold
that
on,
shit.
but
It's not.
Is hold on, CK. CK. Is that ray of light only because you just got out of something?
It might.
Yes.
The rebounds hit hard. The rebound
They
fellas
do.
hit hard.
They do. And I think it could be a combination of that. It can be that. Most likely it will be some of that. But it can also be the woman you've been like noticing. Like the profile you've been like noticing for a year. A year and a half. And you've been ignoring it because we faithful. So you ignoring it. You ignoring
So
it.
this shit was already in the plan.
Exactly.
It
It ain't
was
her.
already in the waiting.
This a new
Exactly.
person. This a new person. It's a
Doing the
person.
same shit. He talking about the same shit the women was just doing.
Exactly. I've been watching you for a year. I ain't with my bitch no more, so come on.
She
let's
gone.
go. Come on.
Them 2 months I
Listen,
gave
bro.
her is up.
Okay, I'm
I'm not
listening.
Best
talking
shit
about.
you ever had.
I'm not talking about the person you've been seeing for the last 2 months. I'm talking about the profile, the type of person you've been seeing. Right? You've been dealing with this mean,
What your
honorary
woman
ass,
used to be.
bitter woman, bitter ass,
Wait.
Person.
bitter woman.
Not woman, person.
Right.
I can only speak from
He
the
saying
perspective
woman
of a
because he a
man.
man.
We-
Just for
That is the limitation of that
Nah,
statement.
he talking about y'all girls. He talking about y'all.
I love y'all and y'all know it. That's some bullshit.
we gotta clarify because I said I'm a man and somebody went ballistic like I'm a man. What you want me to say? I'm a
we
woman?
want draws too.
I'm a man.
They want you to
Damn.
have some.
You're there.
Is that? Yeah.
I'm
Change
just
your
saying,
pronouns.
like, the type of woman you've been ignoring. You know what I mean? The sweet person, the kind, gentle person, the patient person, the intellectual, the woman who's ambitious. You've been dealing with a woman who wasn't about shit. Now you're dealing with a woman who's ambitious. Or you've noticed another ambitious A-type woman. You like, I've been wanting an A-type woman. And she won. Cuff.
You mentally been cheating already.
Right. So you've noticed
You're
this
not
shit,
mentally cheating. Noticing, appreciating, liking ain't cheating.
And not being appreciated. You know what I'm saying? And
Speak.
you
Especially.
see it. Well, Arthur has never been in this situation before.
Let me tell y'all how it is.
What situation?
Everywhere
I ain't
this nigga
say
go,
that.
strangers walk up to him, ask him if he wants something to eat, drink. It's just his life.
Oh, that just
He got it
happened
made.
today.
That happens.
I offered his wife tacos, but I didn't offer him any. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it kind of pissed me off.
That's crazy.
It's all
You did that
good,
on
though.
purpose.
She did.
She was
That's how I
sitting
felt.
out there.
People like this man.
I love Punk. I just didn't think to offer him tacos. Because
People like
him.
him?
I love you, but fuck you.
They was at him today.
I would have gave him all my tacos if he wanted them. 'Cause
Imagine
I
if
didn't
she
think
loved you
about
in a
it.
relationship.
You know what, CK? I hear you. I feel that. I can feel that.
I need my time. Fuck all that shit y'all talking about, that next day ass shit. I need time. Because I ain't finna be good for nobody. And I just got out of a relationship. I don't care if we both mentally checked out 2 months ago. We still been living together, all that shit. I still need my time to breathe. I need more than a few days.
That's why I originally said as long as you feel like you're healed, then whenever you feel like
I might not never be healed. A long-term relationship.
When you're in a place, when you've healed enough.
That's a.
And I agree. What?
It's person by person.
Maybe I'm just fucked up. Cause
you're not.
If I get divorced, I ain't never getting in I don't want to get in another relationship. I don't want to go through marriage again. Fuck all that shit. I'm good.
And that's a personal
and that's why you
choice.
take longer. You know what I mean? Because your shit more cement. You're a mountain.
Yeah, it ain't no. This is what I'm supposed to be in.
You just gonna
nah, fuck no.
But that also means you're not.
I'm gonna be living life. Yeah. I'm not. What up? I'm not getting in another relationship. I just can't see myself doing it. I don't want to go through marriage again. That shit was a one shot thing.
So get married again to be in a relationship? Because I always say if I get divorced, I'm never getting married again. I never say that I will never be in a relationship, but I know for sure I'm never getting
Why would you deprive yourself of the strongest financial move you can make just because one didn't work out?
Fuck that.
Who, me?
You never know.
I mean, y'all got the same philosophy on this.
I'm good building.
Now, hold up. I ain't never been married, so this is a real question. This ain't a sarcastic question. You know, I don't know what the feeling is.
The feeling for me is marriage ain't financial to me though. I didn't get I didn't get married for financial shit like to.
It's just you right.
I got in it because I love this person. I want to spend life with them. So for me, that's the basis of the marriage shit. I could give a fuck if we was broke and whatever.
That ain't enough.
What?
I love this person and I want to be with you for the rest of my life. You
That's
cannot
enough.
have that emotion again if it doesn't work once.
Nah.
Damn. I don't feel like you can't.
I don't want it.
Well, I don't feel right. So I don't know. Like, of course, you can always have the emotion because you never know the bond or the person that you may run across. But it's just not subjecting yourself or your feelings to be hurt like that again. Not opening yourself up and giving that vulnerability to potentially be let down or to go through the same feeling.
But then you limit yourself, and this is what we were created to do.
I did it.
I know, but
we was created to be married. I did it.
But you still have, if that ever happened, God, hopefully it doesn't. But you still have so much more life to live, and this is what you're supposed to do.
Still gonna live life.
Jasmine Sullivan said, "It's no running when it's your turn."
I ain't run when it was my turn.
But if it happens,
but
again,
now that my turn ended.
But that wasn't your turn. You thought it was your turn. It didn't work out.
My turn.
You thought.
Shit.
But there was another plan. Ha ha. Okay.
That's a plan I ain't gonna be following. I just can't. I don't see myself. It's not for me. That's not what I would want to do because I invest so much into my marriage, like, and just in that life, like I wouldn't want to do that again. I wouldn't want to give that much of me to another person.
That. I really do understand that.
I mean, and to each their own.
Yeah.
You know, but don't judge.
I ain't judging nobody. I think marriage is a beautiful thing. I think marriage is a beautiful thing. My mama got married more than once. I ain't saying people shouldn't do it. For me, I just couldn't give that much of myself to a second person. I don't feel like I had that much to give to him.
I get that.
Okay.
All the giving I got to give is being given.
It's gone.
Right now.
That shit was got and I don't got it no more.
When she take it and move around, if that ever happened, I ain't got that for you, baby. I'm sorry.
But what if she come back?
Another high yellow Gemini come around?
That's real.
Nah, I don't even like high yellow Geminis like that.
Birds like that will only mate with one bird ever, and it's just it. That's real, dog.
I mean, that's just how that's just how I feel.
That's how you see it.
That's how I see it.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Eagle, bro. That's how eagles move.
So
he like,
so if y'all were to divorce, like just call it quits, just completely divorce, and whatever happened, y'all have for it to cross again, you would do it again? I
wouldn't get married to her again, but we could get back together and finish doing life and shit. I don't think I would go through the process again.
Okay.
I said what I said. I don't know why heaven talking. Nah, I don't think I'll do it again. That's just maybe because it's her. But I doubt it. I just don't think I
But
would
hold
do it.
on,
I don't
what
know.
you talking about? But if you say you'll get back together,
Why you might as well just get married?
I mean, you ain't really got to get married. The doing it is like the being together, really.
Right.
You know, the
That's
marriage
what
is
I'm
more
saying.
about the process.
Yeah.
You saying
I don't
skip
feel
all
like-
of that technical shit.
Yeah, I
We
don't
ain't
need
doing
the
that
rest
no
of
more.
that process. Yeah, I don't need to go
Oh,
through that
that's
again.
real. That add a lot of context. Because that mean I'm not doing all that ceremonious bullshit.
Yeah,
no
we ain't
more.
got to do none of that.
We're not dropping 20 bands on a wedding, 15 bands on a wedding, whatever it is. We're not going to do the whole... Yeah, we're not going through that again.
But y'all would just go to City Hall.
We could pick up where we left off. We ain't even got to do that.
All right.
You know, like...
I might buy
get
you.
that.
I might
get
buy you
that.
a ring. We might, but I don't want to go do all that again.
I get that, bro. That's crazy. It's gonna be weird as shit if I ever get married and divorced. Cause I'm gonna remember this conversation and I ain't gonna know what the fucking do.
Yeah, cause I remember that one time.
I'll be like,
I feel different now. But I did say that, so
yeah, I'm struggling with
You
it.
know, we just two different Tauruses then.
Yeah, and I love too, Missy.
I don't like.
I love
Ooh,
love, but I
do
just
not
can't.
Like a Taurus.
I can't see
Jesus.
myself going through all of
They
that.
don't.
I don't. I just think I don't have
don't.
I wouldn't have enough to give to somebody because I would never complete. I feel like I would never completely detach from that situation. We got kids. We've been married at this point 11 years. Like whatever. I don't feel like I would ever completely just detach from that. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you all of what you deserve, and I don't think I could do it. There go heaven again.
You down here getting in trouble.
Right.
I'll leave in fucking 5 minutes.
Man
And you down
judging
here
Ms.
cutting
V.
up. All right.
Just speaking my truth. That's all.
So wrapping up, last little topic here. Punk. Is there an obligation?
Damn, why I get spotlighted?
Hey, punk.
You are the star of the
What
show. Okay. Is there an obligation to take the kids to grandma's house?
No, hell no, and I never.
Okay, why so passionate?
Because that's a kid. You an adult. If you want a relationship with your grandkids, then speak up. Come see them. If you ask me to bring them to you, I ain't saying I won't, but I'm not going to be calling you, hey, you want to see your grandkids you ain't seen in 3 months? No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I don't feel obligated to.
But what if they can't drive and they like, I want to see
That's
them?
we ain't talking
No,
about them.
that's
That's a
one-
different
that's different if
situation.
they're like-
If you
Oh,
you
can't
talking about
drive
if
and you
it's an
telling me,
option?
Yeah.
you telling me I want to see them and you can't drive, even if you can drive and you call like, hey, can you bring the kids by, whatever? I don't care about bringing them, but I'm not calling you to
Right.
bring
It's
my
like a-
kids
To participate in your
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
gonna
your
call you
grandkids
and be
ain't
like,
doing
hey,
like a bring them by, but like y'all just come over here and hang with grandma. Now to bring them by, drop off, and you dip off. No, bring. I want you to bring the kids.
and I want all y'all to come hang out. Like she's
Come hang with
asking,
grandma. Yeah,
or they
grandma.
asking. I mean, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. If they asking, of course, why not? You showing you want to spend time with your grandkids.
Yeah, but there's no obligation to be like, hey, grandma, like we're about to come over because you haven't seen your
Right.
grandkids in months, and that's no.
Mama, you know you ain't seen your grandkids. I'm gonna bring them by. No, if you wasn't trying to see them, then clearly you got your reasons.
So I got this topic from Love and Hip Hop. When did y'all see the episode?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Y'all probably don't.
I don't watch it. I'm sorry.
Entertaining. But Lady D, no, Mama D, right? Scrappy's mom.
Mm-hmm.
She was mad because they wouldn't bring the kids over there to, hang out with her. But to Bambi's point, she's like, we got 3 kids, packing them all up, getting them in the car, driving all the way over to your house, hanging out over there, coming out. She's just like, that's a lot on me to do
Yeah,
that.
to do.
So why
And you
not?
one person.
Why don't you
Why
come
not
over?
you just come over here? And
Right,
Mama D's
right.
response was, taking the kids to grandma's house. You've always heard that. You've always heard that in history.
Yes,
taking
when
the
you're
kids to
dropping
grandma's
them
house.
off, right? I'm gonna drop y'all ass off, and I'm glad to go about my business, but not just to come over and hang out because you feel like we haven't been over in a
But
while.
that's how some grandmas feel.
And
Yeah. What I'm getting the vibe of now, and I'm starting to understand, like, this is talking about a grandparent initiates or speaks up on a desire to see their grandkids. If you speak up on the desire to see your grandkids, you need to make a way for it to happen.
Yeah.
Unless you are unable for any
Right.
reason, and you asking a person to work with you, which is grace.
Or if I don't care about bringing them, I might feel like I ain't seen my mama. So yeah, we'll come see you, mamas. You know, whatever. But I ain't obligated to. And absolutely, if you trying to see your grandkids, why you can't come see them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, especially if you're able-bodied too. My grandmother didn't drive, so we had to go and see her.
All right, so for devil's advocate's sake,
Okay.
what about for the pure sake of respect? Like, that's an elder, right? We have a duty to go see our elders, check on our
Grandma's
elders, take
these
our
days
kids
is
to the elders.
46. They'll be all right.
Who the?
It's like that on 79th.
Wait, you
most
saying-
times.
You saying grandma the elder?
Yeah.
To who? The grandkids?
The grandkids and her child. You know, if grandma say, I want to see my grandbabies, bring them over. You damn near got to do it unless there's a technical reason you can't.
No, you don't have to.
But you should.
That's the question.
We're talking about
We talking
morally.
For a sake of respect to
Talking about morally,
the
out of
grandparents.
respect.
Yeah, are you obligated?
Obligated, moral obligation. Like fucking not running no kid over. Like that kind of thing if they playing in the street, right? Legally, you don't have to stop. But the moral obligation is that we don't run their ass over while they in the street. You know, like...
And you don't want to go to jail.
Yeah, no, I don't feel like that. I don't feel like you obligated.
What do you think, Missy? Is that an obligation? Grandma wants the kids to come to grandma's house. They want the kids in grandma's environment. Are you obligated to take the kids over there? The 1-year-old, the 4-year-old, and the 9-year-old. You packing them all up and going over there?
Every time.
Every time. No.
The way she packed your ass up and took you over somewhere every time, y'all.
It's a two-way street. If my
I ain't had
grandmother
grandparents, so I don't know.
had
But
the
when they were your
means,
parent.
well, if she has the means to come that way, you know, no, it's not an obligation. You know, that's a lot of work. You know, if she got the means to come through and see the kids, then she can come through, pick up the kids, and take them to her house.
Cause this the type of stuff grandparents do. I'm about my baby a bike, and I'm gonna bring it over there. And can you come get this bike? I just ain't got time. I ain't asked you to buy a bike. I ain't coming to get the bike because I ain't asked you to buy.
Leave it at
what
your
you
damn
want?
house.
What?
Doesn't this kind of sound
But
like...
now I'm obligated to come get the bike because you grandma.
This sounds like a dissolving appreciation for elders, and it sounds like also some of the dissolving fabric around our community. In a way, I mean, when I look at it from the other side, it's like, bro, you 38, 35, you 30. Pack a goddamn backpack and take them to this 70-year-old person's house. 60-year-old person.
You ain't got no kids, right?
70-year-olds right now are in better
Right.
health and shape sometimes than we are.
Don't say that no more, Auntie.
Well, that's true. Those are facts, though. My mom is 72, and hell, she gets around just as good as I do, if not sometimes better. You know, so.
But what about her dues? She paid
speaking for
dues.
herself.
But you
Shouldn't
have
she be allowed to chill?
Shout out to my mama because she
Yeah,
you
she
have
can
a rich
chill. That's why I
history
said not
with
every-
your
Look, pack
grandmother.
the kids, bring them over.
I do. If she was to
You
ask
know.
me, hey,
How many kids you got?
4.
Nah.
Oh, me personally.
You wouldn't be doing that.
Me
Not
personally,
four?
I got 18 kids.
Yeah, I bet you ain't packing all 18 of them up and going.
Now I just clean up after them every day.
but I just feel like no. If my mom was to ask me, like, hey, can you bring Zai? I'm like, yeah, okay, I would. But 9 times out of 10, she does. She comes to my house because she's more comfortable with him being in his own environment. All his stuff is there. So she'd rather do that. But if she was like a rare occasion, like, was just like, hey, you know, like, I really want to see him, like, I don't feel like driving, then
Bring my grandbabies by on Sundays.
every Sunday, nah.
I'm
Sundays
just
are my
a-
relaxed day.
I feel you
work.
on that.
I'm
I feel
just
you on that.
against forcing relationships.
I agree.
So
with
I
that,
feel
too.
like I'm not forcing you. I'm not making you. I'm not obligated to do anything. If you're not putting forth the effort, then I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
I put
hear
forth
you.
the effort with you.
It's just saying.
I'm not your
that-
grandkid. What
You my child. I
I'm not
raised
your
you.
grandchild.
I packed you up when I didn't feel like it. I stayed home and put
What
a towel on your head when I didn't feel like it. Bring my grandkids
You
to
had
me.
me. I didn't
What
ask you to have
the-
me.
what the
You
fuck
busted
is
open
talking
and had
about
me. I didn't say bring me
So
into this
I
world.
made an error of being a good parent because I won't get any kind of I won't get any like return on this investment.
You do get a return on the
Yes.
investment, but that does not mean
That don't mean
every
I gotta
single
be at your
time-
beck and call.
Absolutely.
Not beck and call. Now that's an extremity. That's extreme.
That's what you
That's
said.
what
it
though.
That's what it started
Every
to
time
become.
grandma called,
It
I want to
starts
see my
becoming that.
It become that for
grandbabies.
real, y'all.
Yes.
All right, then I'll chill.
Once you
I ain't got
start-
no kids for real.
once
If
you
that's what
start
happened,
doing
I'll chill.
it,
I'll
it's-
chill.
It's
I think
all
that
the
you're
time.
just probably speaking more so from a place because you had a really rich relationship with your grandmother. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
and
That
just
too.
trying to look at it from both sides. Like, honestly, I agree with y'all initially, and I thought
He's
about
trying
it like,
to figure out when he's 60 if he gonna be worried about his kids bringing his grandkids.
You are.
yeah.
You are.
No, really, what I'm trying to
And
figure
you
out
say,
is,
what's the big deal?
like, when I have kids, I might not invest that much into them if they go shit on me anyway when I
No,
become a
it's not
grandparent.
that. It depends on your
You know.
relationship, one with your child, and then two with your grandkids. Because if it's just like, hey, I had you, so I'm raising you, but there's like no real substance to the relationship. It's kind of like, oh, okay, now I have these kids, so
And
Why is that shit
it-
on, though?
it also matters.
On the grandparent?
Yeah, why is that shit
But to
Cause-
speak on the shitting on point, it matters the relationship between the kid and the
Yeah.
mom and grandparent or
Right.
whatever. It matters because if I didn't come see you kind of regularly anyway before I had kids,
Right.
now you want me to come see you
Right.
to bring my kids. You wasn't even fucking with me for real all the time. Just like now is,
Maybe
you
she
got my
trying to turn over
grandbaby,
a
so
new leaf now,
then
you
turn
know?
over your leaf. But
your
you're not gonna
grandkids.
force
Leave
me
me
to
out
do
of it.
stuff because you want to turn over a new leaf.
That's real. That's real.
I hear you.
Damn, I can't argue
But
with
if I
that.
was coming to see you already, and
Right, yeah.
then it's nothing
You
because I
would-
was coming
it
to
wouldn't
see you
even be
anyway.
an issue because the kids would be already with me. But clearly, we ain't been coming to see. Cause we ain't been going over there.
Yeah.
Clearly.
And sometimes you can't see it because, that's all we did was go to Granny's house. Granny, I very rarely remember her coming to our house.
I tell people
We
all the
went
time,
to Granny's house.
I'm messed up because I ain't had grandparents that I went and saw, so
Yeah.
I can't remember going to see a grandparent after 7.
Yeah.
Grandparent moves an hour away. You still obligated to
Negative.
go take the kids over there every Sunday.
That's taking them for a weekend. They better be coming over here for the weekend. Talking about I gotta drive, but I guess an hour really ain't that bad.
Hour
I'm
and a
thinking
half.
about I ain't doing it.
Whatever's that bad. Whatever's
I ain't
that
doing
bad,
it.
Let's use that situation.
Tusi, this for you. Baby, listen. When you were little, I got up at 4 a.m, drove my car to the train, took the train downtown at 4, 5 in the morning, walked 2.5 miles to get to the post office by 7:30. Get your ass up and bring my grandbabies.
So now I owe you for you.
Damn right.
And this is a different topic, but we ain't gonna get into it today. But a lot of the younger generation, they feel like we don't owe y'all. We don't owe our parents anything. Like y'all decided to have us. So, but we're gonna save that for another episode.
Why are we saving it?
Because it's we at an hour and a 9, and we ain't getting paid for this yet. So they gonna get this hour and a 9.
I thought they was gonna get a 2 hour or
And
something.
they-
but it's
they
all
might.
good.
We got more
We got
cameras.
you, Berg. We got you, Berg.
We got more cameras, but we gonna cut this one off right now. All right? So, follow the YouTube, follow the TikTok, the Instagram, the Facebook. All right? Any lasting words from the host here? You gonna promote your?
I'm the finest sloth you ever seen.
So, if you
Shout out
don't
to
know,
the TikTok
we've been
comment.
viral this week.
The finest
So, y'all
sloth.
look like a sloth.
We've been viral this week, and all the antics
that
are
shit took
being
my
played.
soul.
I'm the fattest motherfucker.
That shit tickled my soul. Sloth looking ass. Oh, what?
They are
you?
no,
Hell
they
no,
no,
I get on my
some
dog like
TikTok
that.
fan.
The comments.
Yeah, some TikTok comment.
they at his head. They are at
That's
his head.
Do y'all shit. Yeah, keep it coming.
CK, you gonna promote the business?
Yeah, for sure. So, I'm a firearm instructor. All right, I'm also the president of Chicago's African American Gun Club, 761st. Come out. Go to 761stgunclub.com. You can go to divine_tactical on Instagram. You can go to divinetactical.com. Follow up. All right. Rage room, however you want to think about it. Come get your classes. Come get your safety on, pepper spray, mace, whatever that intermediate thing is, holler at us.
You want to find out how to build something, build your own shit.
I'll show you how to build. I'll
Okay.
teach people how to build.
So, can we get sponsored one day? Maybe we could get some free classes for the Save It for the Booth.
Oh, Save It for the Booth is good for life.
Okay, all right,
Y'all
nice.
good for life. Y'all good for life. We go to the
First little
range.
sponsorship here.
No,
all right?
defensive pistol, y'all
We
good.
making business.
Yeah, y'all good.
Any last words, Ms. Z?
No lasting words, but y'all can visit Avid Heart Savers.
Hey, plug that plug.
She all about love, and she's showing you how to take care of the heart at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
If you stop breathing, she got you.
Hey,
Thank you, Punk.
Punk. Any last words over there?
Nah,
Last
Gucci.
words.
Shout out to my followers that I ain't really got, the commenters, the fans.
We gonna get
Shout
your
out
page
all
right,
y'all.
Punk. We gonna get
to
you
one
right.
of these
We gotta do
days. I
some.
don't utilize it, but
Nah, we
it's
gonna
all
get you
good.
together.
I appreciate y'all. Yeah.
Vee Chat.
I'm good.
All right.
Nope.
Peace out.